On my last video, I showed you guys an up-close look at how Asian arowanas spawn. It is again the second time of my female arowana to spawn, but with a different male partner and the first time brooder. Since day one of spawning, I have been closely observing the pair, especially the brooding male, but without much expectation, since we probably all know only a handful of people were successful in breeding their arowanas in an aquarium. Also, I have been in constant communication with an experienced arowana breeder, and I remember he once said that first-time brooders normally have little to no chance of successfully hatching the eggs. Anyway, today marks the 11th day of brooding for my male arowana. A little fun fact, different breeders have different practices when artificially harvesting arowana eggs. For some, they let their males carry the eggs for 2 weeks, others for 30 days, and there are some who harvest the eggs as early as 7 days. Also, the way breeders check if their males are still carrying eggs are different. Some videos I have watched showed daily checking of their arowana breeders' mouths, while others base it on the extended lower jaws of the male. As for me, since I am a first-timer and no expert on this matter, I would simply take on my chances based on the number of days from day one of my male arowana carrying the eggs in its mouth. Now, let us all see whether my breeding is successful or not. So here are the things that I will use: a big plastic bag and a small net for catching the male arowana, fish stabilizer to calm the male arowana and prevent it from injuring itself during the process, and if fortunate, to avoid it from swallowing the fry, a pair of gloves. We all know how sharp arowana teeth are, so it is to protect me from getting cut. A glass bowl, which I will use as incubator in case there are arowana babies. And a plastic bin that is big enough to hold the male arowana during transfer and while checking for arowana fry. So the first thing is to catch the male arowana. The tank, as you can see, is not so big. It is only a 5 by 2 by 2 feet tank, so it would be much easier to catch the male brooder. However, he is unwilling to cooperate and get into the plastic bag, so I am using a small net to guide it into the plastic. Now that the male arowana is inside the plastic bag, I'm going to let it settle in there for about 2 minutes before I put some drops of fish stabilizer. I am only dosing it with half a cup full of fish stabilizer since it is my first time to use this, and also I think that the amount of water in the bag is not that much. Then I'm going to wait again for 5 to 10 minutes for the medicine to take effect. After about 10 minutes, I guess the fish stabilizer has taken effect, so I am now going to transfer the plastic bag with my male arowana in a smaller bin. See how calm he is? I can say that at this point the fish stabilizer has really taken effect, so it is now time to check if my male arowana is successful in hatching the eggs. Now, the process of checking is no different from what arowana farm breeders do. I am also opening its mouth while its body is in a downward position. This way, if in case there are babies in the male arawana's mouth, they will fall right into the same plastic which I used for catching the male arowana. I am also shaking its body like what arowana farmers do because I think they do this shaking thing maybe to check if there are any babies left in the inner part of the male arawana's mouth or body. Unfortunately, after doing the whole process, my male arowana did not release any eggs. Maybe the experienced breeder who I am in constant communication with was right when he said that first-time brooders usually are not successful in hatching eggs in their mouths. Or probably it is also true that it is extremely difficult to breed arowanas in tanks and that only a handful of people manage to do it. So now I will return the male arowana back to the tank. He is still half conscious, so I am going to put air in the plastic to help him recover before I release him. Here he is, fully awake and swimming again in the tank with his partner. Nevertheless, I enjoyed the whole process because not all arowana owners get to experience this. I am also happy that I am able to document the harvesting process and share it with you. I still hope that the next time my arowana pair spawns, it would be successful. Until next time guys, bye for now.